Now, while I'm not a big fan of the leader loop that's pre-welded onto most of the fly lines anymore, and I do cut it off, I really do like the convenience, however, of being able to attach my leader to my fly line quickly. The attaching your fly line with or attaching your leader to the fly line using the nail knot with the tube is good. However, it doesn't allow for quick change of your leader, and also too, every time you do change out leaders, you're cutting off a little bit of a section of premium fly line. So one of the things that I like, and I have this set up on almost all of my rods, is a leader loop connector. It's basically a nail knot tied onto the end of the fly line, and to get our loop we tie a perfection loop. Now if we've attached our leader onto our fly line in the traditional way that we just showed in the clip before this, we're already set. We already have our nail knot attached. So this would be our 9 foot of leader. So instead of having to tie another nail knot on the river, why don't we just take and just cut off our leader and give us about a foot, foot and a half of butt section of the leader. This is usually around the 20-30 pound range anyway, so we don't have to worry about it breaking. All we want to do now is attach a loop onto the end of our butt section of leader that we can attach our leader to, a loop-to-loop connector. To do this, we want to tie a perfection knot or a perfection loop. The perfection loop. The hardest thing about learning this knot is to get the first wrap behind the standing line. See how we're behind right now? The tag end or the trailing end of our leader is now behind our standing line. Once we get it behind our standing line, take your thumb and index finger and just hold it in that, hold the loop open right there. The tag end, take and wrap around your thumb and open the thumb and index finger just enough to hold that open. Essentially what we've done here is we've made 2 loops. With the tag end now, just separate the 2 loops. Again, opening up the thumb and index finger to hold this tag end out of the way. The first loop we created, we want to push down over top of the second loop. Push it down over top. Now take the second loop we made and pull through the first. Grab the standing end and pull. Make a little adjustment right here by grabbing the tag end and keeping it coming off at a perpendicular angle to the loop and the standing end. We don't want to pull too hard on the tag end though. Once it comes there, grab the standing line and the loop and just give it a nice pull. Makes a real pretty knot right there. When you're finished, this tag right here should come out at a 90-degree angle to the standing and running line or the loop. The perfection knot. Right here, trim your tag off, and now you have a leader loop connector. Your fly line with a nail knot tied with the tube, old piece of leader, and a perfection loop knot.